Deep down, I know I'm a fighter. Deep down, I know my desires. Everybody thinks that I'm just a liar. They don't know what I got inside ya. I'm the one to fight fire with fire. I'm the type who never lets me get tired. Mess with me and they never will find ya. Yeah. People tell me I won't get it. They don't know me cause I'm cold winning. Always in the ninth, I close innings. Always in my mind, don't know quitting. I'ma be the one that blows up in it. You gon' be the one that shows up missing. I'ma be the one that knows my mission. You gon' be the one with no ambition. I'ma make you take it all back. You ain't never gonna get me, man, I'm too fast. Call me the juice, that 40-yard dash. Always look forward, no, never look back. I just spit the truth, better listen to my facts. Get me up in the booth and I put them on a blast. When I spit the truth, they all listen to the wrath. Got nothing to lose, so I put the pen to bed. That's what I do, hard work always lasts. And the pain's not an act, no, it hurts real bad. But you have to attack what you want to attract, or you're gonna look back and regret what you lack. Everybody knows that's a fact. Yeah, I just want my words to impact. Yeah, I just want my words to all last. Yeah, not sorry if I put you on blast. They know just what they see on the outside. They don't know just what I'm like on the inside. If you knew what I could do, you'd watch your backside. If you knew what I could do, you'd stay in at night. I'm the type of dude you don't wanna fuck with. I'm the type of dude enough is enough, bitch. I'm the type of dude who never gets complacent. I'm the type of dude who knows he's gonna make it, I'll make it. Can't escape from my thoughts like a black hole. Can't escape from these thoughts and these assholes. Too many people feeling entitled. Too many people staying idle. Man, I work every day for the title, and I'ma get it, that thought is final. The way I think you could say is primal. Kill it, be killed, I'm your rival. I don't lose, no. I'ma be the one they choose, though. You gon' be the one they lose, though. Way too busy hitting snooze, bro. I'ma be the one to rise up in it. Never gonna fall, I fight till I get it. Always stand tall, got pride, I'm grinning. I don't really think I'll ever find my limit. And I know that they all wanna hate me, but they see me on the climb, so they wait, see. If I make it, then they just might say, B, you been doing so good, brother K-Lee. I don't wanna hear your words, all the fake shit. Now I want my day one is you been patient. All the same people, never been complacent. We've been working hard, man, we on the same shit. I'm not just a sinner, I eat you for dinner. I'm not a beginner, I'll paint you a picture. I got a guitar and they play that shit every day. No, I was not that great, figured out how to play. Learned how to change the beat, learned how to rap and sing. Passion is everything, loved it throughout my teens. 10,000 hours so I could be fucking king. Hand me the ground or just get out my fucking ring. They know just what they see on the outside.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Michigan International Speedway. It is time for tonight's Racers Elite Series action here from just south of the Canadian border and just north of, well, everything else. Todd Chase with me in the booth as well. Todd, welcome to a balmy Michigan.
Yeah, here in the sim, it's nice and warm. In real life, it's about negative 20 degrees here, and I don't like that at all. But I'm anxious to see what kind of racing we got here tonight.
Yeah, 78 degrees over here in the virtual world of iRacing as we get ready to go. We actually got quite a few drivers. I'm actually glad we got every class here tonight. Mm-hmm. A couple classes added on, I guess we could say. We'll have to get into that here in just a few minutes, Todd. But right now, qualifying still underway, about to wrap up here shortly. We are down to 5 races remaining after tonight. This is race number 5 here of the Monday night series for the Racers Elite. Of course, they got some other series as well. You can check them out, racerselite.com. Check them out as next week we get set to go to Pocono, Atlanta, Las Vegas, Texas, and Daytona. Pocono next week. Tonight's race, though, Todd, one that I've been looking forward to, and I know you've been looking forward to it because it's your home track, but a very fun racetrack. What can we expect?
You could expect some of these guys running the very top lane. I know with the trucks here, that is the preferred line. You will see some of them guys in the Gen 4 and the Cup guys are also going to run that middle to high lane as well. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Gen 6 guys, if they could hold that bottom line. I know you can't hold that very bottom line down by the white line as much as you possibly can because the cars will tend to, on exit, get a little tight and slide up. But I think we're going to be in for a really good race tonight here at Michigan.
Something I'm kind of excited for, and really, I'm not the biggest fan of TikTok, so to speak, but we are now live on TikTok as well, which is something that you've been trying to do. So that's
Yep.
pretty neat, I think, to be able to say that we're live over there. Hopefully, bring in some more viewers, not only to iRacing, but here as well for this league. And looking forward to seeing how that kind of looking forward to seeing the viewer count on that after tonight. Hopefully, it's good. Probably won't be, but we're going to try it anyway to see.
I'm hoping for a really good turnout over there too.
Yeah.
Like you said, which is crazy because here we thought TikTok was going to be down, which it was only down for
Less than
what 10 to
24
15 hours,
Yeah.
and now it's back.
Yeah, a big mass worldwide shutdown, or United States shutdown of TikTok anyway, um, down for a very long period of time. And I know a lot of people wasn't very happy about it. I know, at least here in the house, we didn't really care too much. I know that you
Right.
didn't like it too much because you like TikTok. Um,
I usually when I go to bed at night, I usually scroll through TikTok to kind of help unwind and everything. And I will say that night it was very hard to fall asleep without it.
a little tough to fall asleep without the TikTok, huh? Real quick,
Yes, sir.
you guys see the admins. You guys see the sponsors popping up on the screen. We want to thank all them great sponsors as well for coming in and supporting this series. It's been a long series for some of these guys, but tonight's a new start. We're at the halfway point of the season. Make sure you check out all the sponsors, and we'll have some commercials and stuff like that here very shortly for these. Todd, Daytona 24 came and went this past weekend. We didn't do great. We did great. Then we didn't do great. Then we did great
Yeah.
again, and then we ended horrible. Some
Yeah.
because of my fault. I will take blame on some of that, and we'll move on. I think from that, but yeah, Daytona didn't do good. It wasn't a great sports weekend for you, from what I heard.
You just had to bring that up, didn't ya?
It's interesting. We're in Michigan.
Yeah.
There was another team in Michigan, I believe, this week.
What's that?
We're in Michigan tonight. There was another team that was in Michigan as well that was here Saturday, I think. I don't
Well,
remember.
I know you're just pulling everybody's leg because you know what's going on, but
Was there another team? Was something else happened in Michigan Saturday, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was.
okay. We'll just move on from that. I do know that Michigan and Michigan State college basketball, however, did win on Sunday.
You know what's interesting about that though? No joke, dead serious. Is Saturday all Detroit teams lost, which was kind of crappy because I was kind of pulling for Detroit at the same time. They lost to Washington, right? The Detroit Lions did. There's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
happening in Washington today.
Yeah.
and your team lost to a Washington team, and then we're at Detroit,
Yeah.
Michigan tonight. Coming full
Yeah.
circle, I think, for the old Detroit faithful.
Yeah. But anywho, we're kind of getting away from everything, and I know you're trying to roast me and everything to fill time in, but it does look like we got 2 Gen 6s out there. Put a time in right now.
Yeah, almost
I'm
everybody's
looking to
qualified.
see.
We got 18 drivers. We got one car that hasn't qualified, and it was a NASCAR Next Gen. So he hasn't
Yeah,
qualified. Everybody else has qualified, though.
I believe the fastest lap time out there right now is Andrew Teff's 39
Yes.
118.
Not surprising, honestly. We see these Gen 4s go quick really early. We've seen it with Auto Club especially. This one, really, we've seen it at every track, really. But Auto Club, we've really seen it. It's going to be very similar to what we see here tonight. We'll see the Gen 4s be really quick. I know that Cody Bonelli didn't qualify well in the Gen 4, but he'll be starting fourth in class, of course. But long run, we expect Next Gen, I think, to be the top car.
Prevail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these guys have been really clean all season long. Last week was Daytona Road, which was interesting to say the least. We didn't have the biggest crowd. It was more focused on the truck series last week, I think, more than anything. Wanted to try to get the points and stuff up as we do this, as we get ready to start the gridding process. Real quick, overall, Brandon Honeycutt leading the way in the Gen 4 class. It is Andrew Teff leading that one. He has a 8-point lead over Cody Bonelli. Gen 6 class goes to Troy Thomas, who is not here tonight. So, trying to see if we actually don't have any new or coming back Gen 6 cars. All the Gen 6 cars in here tonight have not been here. The next gen class, Brandon Honeycutt, which has been very quick. He is a 57-point lead right now over Kirby Wainscott. Truck class a little close as well. Nathan Emerson, Hunter Burkham, and Jesse Fox is your top three in that one, which I know we got some people with Jesse Fox as we start the grid up here.
One of the cool things about this place is you got the diagonal grid on pit road, kind of like what you see at Charlotte. And I want to say there's another one. I believe it's Texas that does it too.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I think Charlotte, Texas. There's actually a few tracks that do this now.
I think Kentucky is another one that does the diagonal gridding.
Does Chicago still? They don't do this.
No.
Pocono does it. Pocono does do it, right? I thought they did. Does Indianapolis?
In real life, I think they do. I don't think here on iRacing that they.
I like it and I don't like it at the same time. Just because I don't run triple screens. If you're in VR, it works good. If you're running triple screens, it's fine. It's a little tough if you're in the single screen because sometimes it's hard to tell when somebody goes. But
yep.
We run single screen at least for racing purposes. I run single screen. Broadcasting, of course, I use two screens. But anyway, we are set to roll out here just a minute. Hopefully I can get the qualifying official to show up this time. And I got some of them to show up. So we'll back it up a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know.
Start to see Lee Campbell lose connection here. Hopefully he gets that kind of figured out as the night goes on. But I'm hoping Lee Campbell's able to put some pressure here on Andrew Teft. You've seen in the past couple of weeks that Andrew Teft has kind of pulled away from everybody else in those races. I'd like to see Lee Campbell, like I said, put some pressure on Andrew Teft.
Lee Campbell, Cody Bonelli, anybody to put some pressure on him. I'm sure Andrew's like, thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. As you see Andrew rolling off as a grid kind of going by. You see Jesse Fox there, Nathan Emerson, your first and second in points in the trucks, or first and third, should I say. Nathan starting off in the P1, Jesse Fox third in points starting off second, and Hunter Buckham, who's second in points starting third. So big race right there, the Truck Series. That's going to be fun to watch as we are rolling out. Get ready to go green in just a moment. I about played the Canadian National Anthem.
That would have been cool because normally they do that here.
I was only going to play that one though, nothing else. Just to see what people. I would get so many people mad at me.
Yeah.
I think they actually do play both national anthems, right?
They do.
I thought so.
And I don't understand why, because Brooklyn is like an hour and a half away from the Canadian border, which is on the other side.
If you're in Canada, I get it, but you're not in Canada.
No.
I don't quite understand. I know a lot of other sports do the same thing, with it as well, but I've never been the biggest fan of doing that. Pace car about to drop off. Ain't we supposed to be getting a new pace car soon? I think I read something about it.
I think we were supposed to be getting a new one here with either the next patch or the next build.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, pace car's in, Todd. Bring us to the green here at your home track.
Pace car does come down pit road as we are waiting to approach the Geico restart zone for the first time tonight. Green flag is out here at Michigan.
And you see the 84 of Dawson Ufferts taking second away in the Gen 4. Lee Campbell goes to third. Cody Bonelli runs in fourth. Everything else behind them, kind of a mixed bag right now. They're really scattered out. This is a multi-group racetrack. This is one of my favorite places to race. I absolutely love it.
Side by side back here, I believe, for that's third overall between Lee Campbell and Bonelli. Bonelli going to take that spot from him here in 3 and 4.
Yep, looking back, you see actually Bonelli getting a little loose. Here comes the next gen. That is Alan Wild wrecking through the pit
road.
No caution will come out from that because that is off the racing surface. That was Kirby Wainscott. Remember, he was up there in the points as well. These guys do not run damage, by the way, so it ain't going to hurt you. But there you
Right.
go. Which is interesting, by the way, and I need to get clarification on this more.
Mhm.
I know that they don't run damage, but why do we have a fast repair if they don't run damage?
Yeah, I'm a little
It's a little weird.
I'm a little unsure about that too, but we've got an overall race lead battle here between Andrew Teft and the 84. As we cross the start-finish line, I believe the 84 did lead that lap.
Yeah, Dawson on the inside right now, running a very familiar paint scheme to Kohler's Light. A little weird looking from this angle, but Starlin Marlin.
Kind of like it.
Yeah, me too. Remember when Starlin Marlin drove that car at Daytona and got out and pulled the fender?
Yeah, that was funny to see.
Side by side, still on the backstretch into turn 3. And one of the things here, Todd, with this car, you would think running the high line with safe tires. I'm not with the rear tires usually getting the most wear. Benelli looks underneath Andrew. I don't really know if the high line's going to be really the way to go to save tires on these cars. It could be maybe backing off a little bit and letting it roll through the center more on a higher line bike, but I don't know. That's one thing that I've been kind of struggling with. Used to it was run the high line, save tires. Oh,
Benelli gets the wall off turn 2.
that's right.
I was just going to talk about how we don't know how long of a fuel run these guys can run. I was going to say that these guys will definitely wear tires out quicker than they will run out of fuel, I think.
Yeah. Side by side for the next gen lead. It is Alan Wild, Brandon Honeycutt. Wait, are they side by side? I lied. That is Alan Wild battling Campbell for overall 4th position. And then Brandon Honeycutt behind him. I was like, I ain't Brandon's car. A little bit further back, the Gen 6. We've got Dennis Kane and Aaron Rolfe. Nose to tail. That is 4th position as well. It is cool to actually see finally a Gen 6 have at least one other competitor in here.
See Emerson losing the lead in the truck
Then
class here.
Marshall Harrison at 121. Remember, we got to kind of keep an eye on this truck series because the points battle. Hunter Burkham right now running 6th in class. He needs to try to catch up a little bit to Nathan Emerson. Jesse Fox in that same boat as well. Number 69 Chevy. And I'm looking around right now. Everything pretty much good. Here comes the next gen. Starting to put some hats on. Alan Wild went underneath 2 next gen cars. And behind them it is the Gen 6 and next gen battling it out. It's a great view, by the way. On board with Dennis Kane riding on top of the roof can.
Yeah, that's always a good camera view,
It is.
in my opinion.
It is. From Detroit, Michigan, by the way.
Did not know that.
Yep. Dennis Kane driving the Ford. Like, I feel like if you're from Detroit, you kind of have to drive a Ford. I don't know.
I mean, I know, which I don't understand this either. They say that this is right in all the manufacturers' backyards or something.
Right.
And
But
they got some
technically, it's really
heating
not.
right, but maybe they're thinking of like Ford per se.
Yeah,
I guess you
I
could
think
say.
that would make more sense. Oh, almost contact right there between the 57 Aaron Roth and Lee and the next gen number 11.
I do want to mention last time on the backstretch, you had Ecker pushing the 4 down backstretch, and he just about spun him out. So I wonder if Ecker's going to start kind of backing off these Gen 6s once he gets a run.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're seeing Alan Wild, who I thought was going to give or be able to keep passing these Gen 4s, but right now he's under attack from a Gen 4. Cody Benelli underneath him and try to take that spot. Not going to happen. And it's tough to run the low line here at the very bottom, especially in 3 and 4.
Yeah.
It is very tough because you start getting loose, is what I noticed. In 3 and 4, you start getting tight. 1 and 2, you get loose, exiting at least on longer runs. And I'd imagine Gen 4 is probably worse, to be honest.
So typically, the way you want to run this racetrack, as we see these guys coming down the backstretch and into turn 3 and 4 right now, typically you want to run as far down as this first seam here in 3 and 4 and in 1 and 2. When you come off of 3 and 4, you're going to want to come off of the outside wall and kind of come down onto the apron as they get ready to start going past the start finish line here, and then you're going to go back up closer to the outside wall again for the entry of 1 and 2, and then you're going to want to try to get as close back down to that first theme as you possibly can, because like you said, if you get any further down below that first theme, you're going to get loose and you're not going to be able to save it.
Yeah, one other thing is you're going to see the trucks not do that as much. You'll see the trucks run a little bit higher line, especially as the run goes on. That's what I always did here. That's what you've done here. We've won numerous races here. It's one of my favorite places to race. As soon as I say that, we see a truck go to the bottom of Marshall Harris, who was running up top. But he does make a pass using the slide job method. Was it actually? No, not Marshall Harris. That was Evan that takes the lead in the 68 truck. But yeah, you will start to see these trucks use the high line, or should start to use the high line more. And you kind of see it right there, that third, fourth lane that he's running in. Not surprised at using the momentum off the high line. Oh, as he hits the wall. He will give up 10 spots and fall from first all the way back to fourth in class. I'm about to say maybe lose that spot, but looks like he's going to be good. Up front, battle for, looks like this is for second spot overall in next gen. Brandon Honeycutt has his hands full as he got passed just a moment ago by Leo. Do not want to butcher your last name. Vittlin? Yeah, Vittlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I was going to say Honeycutt, I'm surprised not leading this class like he has been the past few weeks. I wonder if he's just kind of hanging out until maybe.
Very well could. Out of Elizabeth in Tennessee. Number 13 has, how many wins has he got now? He's got a lot. It's their fifth race.
I believe he's got 2 or 3 on the season.
He's at least got 3, right?
Has to.
Let's see. Well, if I can find it. He has 2 wins. I thought he had 30.
So Honeycutt trying to make a move here on Vittlin for the second position in the next gen class.
Your class leader in the next gen class. He is running down the Gen 4 class by about 0.6 of a second quicker. Dawson right now up front. And, well, there you go. You can see it right there. Alan Wild going to the point of the top spot. I was trying to find my sector so I can see it. The time. Is this it? Nope, that is not what I was looking for. Where's my battle box? There we go.
Find him now?
I don't know if that's it. But we're just going to act like it was.
Brandon Honeycutt still trying to put some pressure here on this 11 for the second position in the class. As you see, the 11 have to get out of the throttle without running over the 84 here. That's going to give the 8 and the 13 the run off of turn 4 to pass them.
Yeah, so now we're starting to see the next gens really move up through the field. Definitely not surprising, like we talked about in the pre-race. This is something we've seen at Auto Club. Really, every single track that we've been to. By the way, up front in the truck series, we've had a change, I believe, or has Cooper been up front the whole time? Either way, he's not now. As Marshall Harris looks underneath and will take, he does take the lead at the moment. See if he can clear him going into turn 3. Marshall Harris in that number 21 truck. And that is the neat sponsor truck of Cooper Riddich, yeah. We'll get
we definitely got to we got to get into a room in a Discord channel here with him. And figure. Well, yeah, we got to talk about, see if we can get some clarification on his last name. That way we don't keep butchering it. But then we also need to get him. And we got to get some kind of sponsor for him on this truck. He's been running it all season long like that. I kind of feel bad for the man.
It is a little rough. It can be.
Yeah.
He's looking for sponsors.
Do want to remind you do want to remind everybody watching on TikTok, if you like what we see or what you see here at TikTok, please give us a follow. It would really help us tremendously.
Don't you post other
It's
stuff
always
besides
great.
these races?
Yes, I do all of our team
I was
stuff
saying, you
over
do
there
everything
too.
when it comes to that. Yeah, I was say you handle all that. So I'll mess it up if not.
Yeah.
I will straight up butcher it. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, by the way, today.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of forgot about that. To be honest with you.
Well, I was watching the inauguration earlier, and
Mhm.
what's interesting is about that, there was a guy kind of doing the same speech. He was really into it.
Mhm.
It was a pastor, and I'm not gonna lie, there was parts of it that was really funny. I'm not trying to laugh at it, but he was like really into it. A little bit further, still watching the truck battle, not further back. Still watching this truck battle for the top spot. Kind of go back and forth here, really, with three drivers as Nathan Emerson takes second away. Jesse Fox right now a little bit further back. He kind of is wanting to get up there and mix it up as well. We're 19 laps into this run, Todd. We will start seeing pit stops here, I would imagine, soon.
Yeah, I would say about 5 to 10 laps from now, we'll start seeing some of these guys coming down pit road. You're sitting here talking, you're watching the battle with the trucks. I'm actually watching the battle here with the next gens. As you see, Wild going really, really high here in 3 and 4. Starting to wonder if some of these guys' tires are starting to wear out just a little here. As you've seen the 13. Too. Yeah, the 13 trying to put a pass on the 33 here, but was unable to do it.
Who was it we seen pit first last time? Was it the Gen 4? I think so, right?
I think so.
I believe it was too. I believe that's the way it's been all year, I think. I'm not sure. Trackside Live Racing was discontinued.
Yeah, I just seen that the live had ended for some unforeseen reason.
We'll figure it out
We'll
later.
have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. They're probably like, nah, I got followers.
Yeah, they're probably like, why are we letting these guys broadcast out here? Like they ain't got the following that they need.
Speaking of followers, YouTube, like and subscribe as well. This is not our typical channel that we broadcast on. This is the Racers Elite. I think I said Trackside a minute ago, but this is the Racers Elite channel over on YouTube. We broadcast on Trackside on Facebook, which is our channel, and we're trying to help grow these guys' YouTube a little bit. So please like and subscribe to that. As really, what you're watching, multi-class racing in the Oval Series, NASCAR Oval cars, and you're seeing some good ones right now. It's Alan Wild continuing to hold off Brandon Honeycutt. Should start seeing pit stops. We do got one actually just exited pit road, Cody Bonelli in the Gen 4. Todd, other Gen 4s are on pit road as well. We'll look at them as Andrew Taft, all of them coming down, the rest of them anyway. Dawson Uferts, Andrew Taft, and Lee Campbell all on pit road. It's a long pit road, by the way.
Yeah, it's a long pit road that I believe your pit road speed is about what, 45, 50.
And Lee Campbell messed up in pits a little bit. Yeah, I think it's like 50, I believe.
He has had the worst luck when it comes to pit road here in the past few weeks.
So there's two go, so he's going to have a little bit of work to run them down. Still a good battle up front between the next gen.
We know are the Gen 6s the actual overall race leaders right now?
Gen 6s
Or
are
is it,
the overall. Yeah, it is Gen 6s.
Okay.
That's
kind of what I thought.
I was trying to find, because one thing I noticed about pit road here, and I may be completely wrong, but I was trying to find who has the widest pit road. I don't think Michigan is actually up there. Michigan is not very wide.
No, it is not. As you see, Emerson is on pit road now, I believe. The 48 or maybe the 43 or that's the 03, I'm sorry, is on pit road. 58 is on pit road as well here for the truck. So green flag pit stops are happening right now.
Yeah, as that's underway, I'm over here trying to find who's got the widest pit road on NASCAR. It says Pocono has the widest pit road, which I definitely see that.
Yeah.
I do not know who has the widest though, or where Michigan ranks in that.
I wouldn't say close to the top.
No, it's got to be. I'd imagine Indianapolis is probably wider than that.
Yeah. I know Auto Club, before they tore it down in real life, here on the sim, I know Auto Club is wider than Michigan. And they're basically the same shape and distance.
Sure, yeah.
So.
I'm trying to figure out what to actually put in. Road, NASCAR tracks, I guess.
But while you're doing that, sitting here watching the battle with Andrew Teft and the 84 for the Gen 4 class. Off turn 2, Andrew Teft getting a little loose there. Able to keep it underneath of him right now.
That's a battle for second position. Remember Cody Benelli actually pitted a few laps. I believe it was like a lap.
Yeah, you're right.
These guys, I believe. So they should technically be able to run him down, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to work.
If they keep running like this, they're not going to be able to run him down. As you see the 84 getting around the 98 here in 1 and 2. Andrew Teft going to fall back to third.
And speaking of which, I never could find that, so I just gave up.
Okay.
I got tired of looking. I tried to figure it out. I really wanted to know myself more than anything.
Right.
Back to the trucks, by the way, Nathan Emerson leading Hunter Burkham. That, by the way, first and second points with Jesse Fox, who's 30 points right now, running fifth in class, so he needs to make up a few spots.
Also, Brandon Honeycutt is now taking over the lead in the next gen class over Ecker.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. These guys, the next gen has not pitted. That is one thing with this next gen that we've noticed all season is they can go, 5 laps more.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little bit more, I guess, because the draft and stuff like that really helps. I mean, right now they've been 6 laps more than Cody Benelli. So we should start seeing them hit pit road really about any time, I'd imagine. But right now, everybody stays out on track, so nobody pitting at the moment. It's cold down here tonight too, Todd. I was thinking about how cold you said it was up there. It ain't as cold.
Ugh.
That's what's up there. I mean,
it's brutal.
It is cold. It ain't nowhere like it is, up or down there,
right.
Up there like it is down here. But it is cold.
One thing I do want to mention too about this racetrack is you see there's grandstands here. I want to say off of 3 and 4. Actually, no, not here. There isn't. But there used to be grandstands there off 3 and 4, and they took those out, quite a bit of years ago.
Yeah, that's where wasn't that where you used to sit at one point? They put that big tent on here where they was.
No,
you said turn 1, right?
I usually sat. Well, yeah, the first couple of times that I went here, we sat up towards the middle in 1 and 2. And then we've since then moved to the top of the grandstands here, going at the the exit of pit road. As does look like some of the next gens are going to start coming down pit road now.
I noticed Curtis Ecker slowed way down. Alan Wild slowed way down in the center of turn 3, and that's one thing you can do here, Todd, to really. And I wish people would kind of take note of this more, and I really hate giving away our secrets that we use for our team when it comes to racing. Pit road will absolutely help you in so many ways, getting on the pit road and getting off pit road. You can make up so much time by getting on the pit road really fast. And the reason why I mention it is I see people in early that we run, they will break super early going into turn 3.
Yep.
And really, here, you could brake a lot later. You could brake right at the start of turn 4 and start getting down and be fine. Because this is a fast pit lane. And if you want to make it time, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, I think we just had an issue here on the racetrack. I do want to say the Gen 4 class, I think we had Benelli kind of keying up here as I still have the driver chat on my side still going. I'm able to see them key up and talk in the chat or whatever, and I think something almost happened.
Well, speaking of the Gen 4, Dawson's currently leading Andrew Teff at the moment. So while the pit stops are pretty much done, we got Leo on pit road right now. We will take a quick break and come back because I got some interesting things I'm going to point out here in just a moment about the next gen when we come back. So be right back right after a quick break. Thanks to Adam Box for continuing to sponsor the series. Pretty cool. I need to get one. It'd be great for camera controls, really. I need one for like cameras where I can just push a button instead of having to use the mouse and all that stuff. It'd be a lot better for me. It'd make it a lot smoother. Meanwhile, I was talking about I had some stats for the next gen. I lied. I do not have stats for the next gen. I thought they was actually going to be a little bit short. Or they are going to be a little bit short on fuel. I thought we'd have enough to possibly see some people start saving. Does not look like that's going to be the case. They will have to pit no matter what. As we're not quite halfway, but we're getting close here in about 2 or so laps, 2.5 laps, we'll be halfway. No cautions yet to speak of. Todd, kinda keeping exactly what this trend has been all season.
Yeah, which is normally these guys have about 1 or 2 cautions per race, and right now they're showing that they typically don't need cautions that put on some really good multi-class racing.
Yeah, last week, of course, we was at Daytona Speedway. Brandon Honeycutt, the overall race winner. You're watching him on track right now, running second. Curtis Ecker currently up front, leading in the number 8 car. That's a pretty cool car, by the way. He won, or I'm sorry, he did not race, I don't think, in the race last week. So Ecker up front right now, leading Honeycutt. And of course, I mentioned next week we go to another one of my favorite tracks at Pocono Raceway. Really like Pocono, big fan of it. Not a big fan of the cautions when they happen because it takes forever to go around that place.
Right.
That's the only downside to it. Other than that, the racing's actually usually pretty solid.
I do want to give a shout out here to the 4 here in the Gen 6 class, leading everybody out here on this racetrack, I believe. I know we haven't really talked much about him.
Yeah, Curtis Ecker
throughout this race.
Leading the 84, leading. He is 5th overall, but he's been doing pretty good. He's got Andrew Teff right behind him. I was actually watching the 11 of Leo. I was looking at lap times compared to Curtis Ecker, our race leader. He actually pitted about 2 laps after all these next gens did. So
Benelli getting loose here through 3 and 4. He boat did not save it. He did save it though.
Got a replay of that. Oh, he was completely sideways. Yeah, that's a good one. hop on board and look at that one. You got maybe a little too high. Got some rear tire spinning a little bit more than you wanted to. Great save. That was a good one.
You know, it's also cool to sit here and watch from far chases, looking at these M4 cars, how yawed out they are compared to everybody else.
Yeah, they really are. That's the thing. I remember when the Cup Series raced these cars, and you remember like it didn't look like a car. Like it was flat completely on one side. And then on the other side, you can kind of see it right here as, if I can get my camera to work, kind of see it how it looks on the front end. You kind of see that on the driver's side, it's kind of flat. But on what would be the passenger side is really like skewed. It looks warped. I mean, it really does. I mean, it's wild how these cars look back then. But when did they run these cars? Because I don't remember. Was it early 2002 and stuff?
Yeah, 2002 to like 2008, I believe, as Andrew Teft coming down pit road.
They used them from 92 to 2007. According to this, I just think the bodies kind of changed on them a little bit, though. I don't know the bodies.
Yeah.
I know the bodies didn't look like it's in 97, did they? Or 92. I know for a fact they did.
Yeah.
Maybe they did. I don't know. Yeah, Andrew Taft on pit road. Kind of surprised to see this. No, not really, because that's about what they was last time for the Gen 4 cars. Everything kind of gets a little bit, by the way.
I believe Benelli going to be coming down pit road this time by.
Yep, here he comes. Or no, he just actually exited pit road.
Okay.
So the only one that has not came down is Dawson in the 84, your race leader at the moment, which we expect him to come down right now. These guys can't make it to the end, so I think they kind of know that. So they might as well just come down and get tires, because why not? They're kind of doing it on a 20-lap segment, which I like. I think it's a smart move. And
yeah, I mean, if you know that you're... Yeah, like if you know that you're not going to make it, you might as well just kind of break it up into even increments.
Smart. Yeah, it'd be really smart. That would be your best bet, because you can get the most out of your tires and stuff like that. These guys, by the way, have another series that they run. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. I believe they're ready to start. Has the Thursday night started yet? I don't know if it started yet.
I don't think so. Don't quote me yet on that.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
I don't think they did.
But these guys do have a Monday night series starting up March 3rd. It is a super speedway series. Talladega, Daytona, Talladega, Daytona, Talladega, Daytona, Atlanta, Talladega, Daytona, and Atlanta, and Talladega. That Atlanta really.
Not much of a variety there.
Yeah, no, you always say it's a few tracks.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're doing
tracks.
If you're gonna throw a super speedway series together, you might as well just go through all three tracks before switching over to, like do like Daytona, Talladega, and then Atlanta, then go back through it again that way instead of,
that's actually running. Yes, it's literally Talladega, Daytona, Atlanta, Talladega, Daytona, Atlanta, Talladega, Daytona, Atlanta, and then they finish with Talladega as well. Well, it'd be cool to have Talladega on here with lights.
That's what I've been trying to get this service to get.
Like I understand they don't have it in real life, but it would be cool to be able to race Talladega. They could put it on here. They could put lights at every track on here if they wanted to, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it's a sim, but you could put lights on the tracks. It ain't going to change anything.
Just think of it running this place at night.
It would be fun, wouldn't it? Okay,
I think it'd be cool.
Because technically we lost Auto Club in real life. Oh. And Auto Club at night's amazing. Like, it's fun to run there. But when you come to a place like this, you want to see them. Like, it would be fun to see them at night.
Like, I'm surprised they haven't taken the lights from Auto Club and shipped them up here, put around
Yeah.
Michigan, because, like I said before, Michigan and Auto Club are basically sister tracks. I mean, they're the
similar.
same
Yeah,
distance,
they're
the same.
similar.
I mean, I
There
think
might
the
be-
only difference,
Banking on the straightaways on the front stretch is a little bit different.
yeah, the baking on the front stretches are different. The front stretch, as far as how wide it is different between the two as well.
They're
But
very similar though,
yeah,
because normally you go from the top to the bottom on Auto Club, or you run the top. It's the same thing here.
yeah,
But they are pretty similar. And I think Auto Club has kind of ruined itself as we got trucks on pit road, by the way. Nathan Emerson coming down. I think Auto Club's kind of hurt itself when they decided. I understand they wanted a short track over there on the West Coast,
yeah.
but man, you got rid of a really good track to make that. Like,
See, I think if they wanted a short track out there, what about Irwindale?
I
mean, granted, now
use a
that-
local track.
Like, I know Irwindale has now since then shut down
But they could have
and is
saved
going to
it.
be tore up. But yeah, like you said, they could have saved it.
Yeah, NASCAR
mean,
could have easily saved it.
They
That's another
decided not
story.
to.
That's
though.
another story for another time. NASCAR, I mean, I get it's not their place to save every track, as we see Hunter coming down pit road. It's not NASCAR's place to save every track, and I get that, their business, but at the same time, like,
Yeah.
Auto Club, man, they shouldn't have tore that place up.
I want to mention there is a change in the truck class. I believe the 03 has taken over the lead now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because we've seen Marshall Harris, by the way, is out of the race. Did not see that. Nathan Emerson, the one truck, he has came down pit road, so there could be why he has given up the lead. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Let's see, Nathan, or the 60 or the 03 is on pit road now, so this is going to turn the lead over to Evan, who's on pit road. Jesse Fox, is he going to stay out and lead the lap? Or will he pit road? It looks like he is going to stay out and lead at least one lap. Should lead the lap. And then all that's going to cycle back through to the one truck to take over the lead, I believe. Up front, battle for the lead. Curtis Ecker, Brandon Honeycutt, who are just about, they don't have to pit for another, 10 laps. But side by side, through turn one.
Yeah, it does look like the 8 going to, just as I was going to say, he's going to have the momentum coming off of turn 2. Got a little loose and was able to save it. And, almost
that's
contact
close.
right there.
That was really close. The one thing we noticed here, Todd, when we raced here, they're really big here in the next gen cars. Side draft is massive in these cars. And of course, aero blocking is as well, which is why the 8 is able to stay out front like he is. So, not easily, but he's able to side draft on the side of the 13 and pull him back towards him a little bit, slow him down. So, plus that
Yeah,
whole
and I
lot
was
don't hurt.
surprised. Yeah, I was surprised the 8's actually not running further down on the 13. Kind of
Yeah.
keep him pinned closer to that bottom groove.
We may see Brandon jump up, maybe try to jump up to the higher side as he.
If I'm Brandon, I say try to switch here going into 1 and 2. Just kind of fall in behind Ecker here, as you say that, or as I say that, he does that exactly. But
Good spotter there.
yeah, I'm not spotting him at all. But as you see right here, the 13 trying to get a run on the 8. I believe he was going to be able to make that pass, and he was able to diamond that corner, but that kind of came up on that truck.
Brandon's got a
there at
little
the
bit
last
of a run
minute.
right here, putting the nose out front. But you see the 8 holding him down, tightening him into the corner, making him work a little bit harder, turn the wheel a little bit harder. You see why. Out of the corner, you're going to see Curtis Ecker be able to pull back in front, I think.
And that's
Yep, there it is.
that's just the momentum off of turns 2 and 4 for Ecker running that top lane.
Brandon's hit it really deep in this time. He's actually cleared right now. If he slides up,
Yeah, Ecker just got a little loose there off the turn two.
So if I'm Eckers, I think I'm gonna look at possibly pitting. Maybe. Oh, you don't want to pit super early. But if you do,
No.
Brandon may be able to run you down. But at the same time, I think if you pit, like, if there's only like 5 to 10 laps to go, Ecker might be coming on pit road. Ecker is on pit road. Let's say if Honeycutt stays out where there's only like 5 or 10 laps to go, I don't know if he'll have enough time to run back down Ecker. So we'll have to wait and see when he pits.
Right.
I would imagine he's going to pit right here.
Well, and this is going to be heavily into Ecker's favor because with the longer that Honeycutt is running out there on the older tires, he's actually going to lose time to Ecker because Ecker's going to have them fresh tires.
Yeah. Speaking of
which,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I've always learned when you're out there on old tires or whatever, you're better off coming in as early as possible because you're going to lose so much time the longer you're staying out there.
One thing I'm really watching right now is Nathan Emerson, who has about a lap older tires to Hunter Burhan. It'll be interesting to see if Hunter can run down Nathan before the end of this race. Remember, these guys will have to hit at least one more time in the Truck Series, which, to be honest, you probably don't want to do super late. I'd probably do it with about 15 to go. That way you can take advantage of the fresh tires and see if the other guys can run you down if they pit.
Yep, as we're working our way down.
Notre Dame takes the lead.
Hey.
0-7 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Sounds like a pretty defensive game right now.
Yeah. A lot of people got. I think Ohio State's favored in that game too.
I think so too, but 20 to go here in this one. Going by pretty quickly, I might add. We want to mention Wild just said that he is going to come down pit road this time by.
We'll see him come down. As there you go. Up front, by the way, you see a lot of these cars slipping and sliding through traffic. Andrew Teff, by the way, leading in the Gen 4. Teff, though, has 3 lap older tires, so we'll see how long that stays for. I mean, honestly, it may stay for a while.
You can see it right here. You can see it right here. Teft was unable to kind of hold his line. Yes, it's a faster car. As you see now, he's going to go and try and send it in.
Traffic. Yeah, so you're seeing him on the bottom. He's going to pit, I think, here. Yep, he's pit.
Yes.
See, I don't hate that move, but Dawson's going to pit with him to see if he can run him back down. So they're going to pit together. That's kind of surprising. Dawson only pitted 13 laps ago, so he don't think he'll be able to run him down. I'll try to see him wait like 6 more laps, give or take a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're going to come down. Cody Benelli also coming down. Once again, we should start seeing our overall Gen 6 yellow. And who was it?
I believe
Cooper
it was the 03.
Yep, Cooper and the 03. We'll back this up. This is right on schedule. We always have a late race caution in this series, and there you go. Spins it around. Does a good job not hitting nothing. Does a really good job not hitting nothing. So we'll look possibly one more time it's out if I can find it. Right on board. Yeah, he just lost it. Does a really good job of keeping it on the outside wall. Because usually, you know this, usually slide up.
Yep.
He did not. As the 11th passed the pace car by about 7 miles. So he'll have to slow down. Who does this benefit? I think it benefits, there's going to be some cars. Really, it benefits the 11.
Yeah, it benefits the 11. I want to say it benefits the 98 of Andrew Teft.
Yeah, I can see that.
it kind of helps the 4 and the 57 in the Gen 6 class.
Yeah, there's a few that it actually does help. I haven't really talked about a lot about the Gen 6. Dennis Kane currently leading, or Kane, I'm sorry. Here comes Leo down pit road. Anybody else want to come down? Or, yep, Curtis Ecker coming down. Brandon Honeycutt staying out. Oof, 4 lap older
That's a big
tires.
move.
4 lap older tires. That's going to be really interesting. Alan Wild staying out as well. Alan only has 1 lap on him, so, but that could be not horrible by any means.
No, and I think that's the right call for him.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know,
Andrew Teff stays out. To be honest, if I was one of these Gen 4s, I probably would have came down. I mean, I know a lap might not be a lot, but probably would have. Nathan Emerson coming down, and he is already out of pit road. 4 tires, and they will get it fixed, and everybody has completed their pit stops. Remember on the old Michigan how the back walls was sponsored by 3M?
yes.
That was a little brutal.
Yeah.
They really went all out with sponsorship.
Yeah.
Once again, next week, Pocono Raceway. And then from there, we go somewhere else. Where was it we went? Pocono, Atlanta. That is the old Atlanta, too, I believe. Las Vegas, which Las Vegas is going to be really fun. Texas and Daytona. So basically, I'm thinking, I wonder which Atlanta that is, or Texas that is.
I'm hoping it's the old Texas because there's really good racing there on the Legacy Texas track.
It's not time at Texas, I will say that. So I'm not sure if it's the old one or not. But it is not time, which is cool. But I'm thinking we will see a very similar race. It was at Charlotte, so we'll definitely see a very similar race at Atlanta and Texas, I'd imagine, to what we've seen at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Very similar tracks. Las Vegas will be fun, though. Daytona's going to be interesting, too, when we go there, because that's a little bit not wide of a track compared to Talladega, even though we've been to Talladega. And Daytona should be interesting with the multi-class. Coming to 14 to go when we hit the line.
Yeah, I was about to say, starting to see everybody double up for the restart here. Want to thank everybody tuning in to tonight's race here at Michigan.
Yep. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. Like, comment, vote. I mean, not vote. Thumbs up.
I mean, yeah, that's technically voting.
Not far off.
As the pace car dives down, going to come down pit road, hopefully for the last time tonight. As Brandon Honeycutt going to lead everybody to the green flag is back out in the air here in Michigan.
Yeah, not a good start for Leo.
11.
Yeah, not a great start at all. And that's the thing, man. It is. I'm not the biggest fan of starting on the outside either. If you run single screen, it's very tough. We should see these Gen 4s really get up there and start passing these next gen, especially early.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens because I thought the 84 was going to get around the 8. But
Dawson's able to hold the lead right now. Cody Manelli, remember we talked about him. He had a good save earlier. He's battling, trying to take second away. He needs to make sure he finishes it out in front of Andrew. Truck flies. Yep. Nathan Emerson has a car separating him and the trucks. Aaron Roth between him and I didn't realize Lee Campbell fell back so far. They're only back to 15.
I wonder if that's a product of his mishap on pit road.
Yeah,
the last couple of times.
something's definitely weird there. Like if it would have been me, if I'm starting back that far, I would have been came down and took tires again.
And here you go. Battle for the overall race lead between the 84 and the 13 going into turn 1 as Benelli goes below the 8.
This is not actually the overall race lead. I didn't realize the 84 is a lap down.
Oh, really?
Yep, the only cars on the lead lap is the next gen.
Okay,
How
well,
about that? I didn't know.
prove me wrong, White Alex.
I think it was because of the pit stops.
Yeah,
I think it caught the Gen 4's lap down, I believe.
I think you're right.
Because I thought they was going for it too. Cody Benelli's still trying to hold on to second. Brandon Honeycutt's still leading the way. We are coming to 10 to go. Next time by its line. Nathan Emerson's still leading the way in the trucks. And of course, the Gen 6 is being led by Dennis King. Aaron Ross is currently second in that. Only 2 Gen 6s. I wish people would run more of the Gen 6s. We talked about it last week with someone. And, or Troy, we talked to Thomas, and he was saying the same thing. These are by far, to me, one of the best cars to drive. They're fun to drive anyway, if you like cup cars.
The 11 are a little ball off of turn 4.
Yep, Leo pushed the car a little hard. It's a weird looking paint scheme, by the way.
It's cool, but weird at the same
is.
time.
It really is. It's definitely different.
Andrew Teft getting around Benelli here. For second in the Gen 4 class.
Yeah, he's going to be pushing really hard here to try to get this lead away from Dawson. I mean, we got coming to 9 to go. He's got plenty of time still to do it at the moment. As Dawson right now working underneath the number 8 car of Curtis Eckler. Or trying to.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy not seeing Troy Thomas out here.
Yeah, it is. I looked for it when I came in as well, thinking that he was in here. Just looking through the live time to see if we got anything going on. I guess we do. Cody Benelli side by side with Andrew Teff for second. And once again, you see Benelli at the moment going to be able to hold that position using the low line for how long we do not know. Because that high line should start to play up a little bit.
Coming back to the line, the 13 of Brandon Honeycutt going to lead everybody down. It'll be 8 to go this time by.
Yeah, looking back, you can see Curtis Eckler in the 8 car.
I will say, if you're sitting in the grandstands at this place, it is really easy to get confused as to who the leader is.
Especially when they start getting spread out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I say you got to look pretty much everywhere. So that's the thing with Bristol. It takes you a minute because there's so many cars packed in a small area, but you can find them pretty quick. You know, because it is so small. Does this track have like a big screen in the middle?
No.
Really?
Last I knew, all they had was the scoring pylon, which I believe is not even in this game here.
Really?
I believe they took it out. Yeah.
Battle
that water
front
tower.
For the lead. Well, not up front. I'm sorry, for the Gen 4 lead. The water tower.
I was going to say that the water tower there in 1 and 2 is not even there anymore. They tore that down.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Donaldson tried to hold on against Cody Bonelli. Cody's actually ran him down. Andrew was up there battling with Cody a moment ago, but Cody has figured something out late in this race. As he tries to figure out a way, and it's very fast. Dawson's been quick tonight, though. Sterling Marlin.
The question is, can he hold Benelli off for about 5.5 laps?
Yeah, that's the thing now that I feel like you can start, defending by using the outside in the Gen 4s.
Oh,
you don't want to do that.
Get way up there.
That's
Nelly going to get below him.
I feel like they're running up there on purpose to kind of defend it. But if you get loose, which we've seen a few Gen 4 cars do. So here we go. Benelli underneath. Dawson for first place in class. This is good racing right here, side by side. Little loose for Benelli. That's going to give the advantage to Dawson this time, pulling on the back stretch by about not even a half a car.
I want to mention, as we're watching that battle with the Gen 4 class,
In the wall.
I believe the 48 and the 58 or 68 in trucks, I'm sorry, are swapping position here for second and third.
Dawson got in the wall, giving the lead to Cody Benelli. Up front, Brandon Honeycutt.
How about that?
Brandon Honeycutt now has his hands full with Curtis Ecker. Wow, Curtis got a big run off turn 2 just now. That gap is closing, by the way. I got the live timing, and I can see it slowly closing down. And it is, you see Brandon Honeycutt trying to use the arrow blocking. That is something that these cars are known for. The next gen, oh, well, it don't matter. Side by side, Todd, to the stripe.
Big run here for the 8 coming off of turn 4. Run. Side by side, 3 to go here at Michigan.
That was a massive run. We've seen this
Honeycutt
before.
could have tried to send it in.
Going to try to hold him down.
And you got a new leader here in the next gen class.
That? Yeah, wow.
Question is now, can Honeycutt get back around him? I don't know if he can, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you got highlight. I was looking back at the Gen 4 side by side for a second. Andrew Teff up on the outside. Dawson looked underneath, not able to get there. We'll jump back up to the overall leader again. Speaking of the truck lead, about a second. Nathan Emerson leading that. Dennis Kane also leading Gen 6 by about, or quite a bit, actually.
Honeycutt going to drive it in deep again. And Ecker going to get loose off of turn 2. That's going to give the advantage back to Ecker off of turn 2, and into 3 and 4 they go.
Looking back, you can see Brandon Honeycutt trying to figure out a way to set this up. I feel like he's got to get to the high side. He's not going to have many laps to do it. He's going to get a run off
White
turn
flag
4.
in the air here.
That's going to be a good finish between these two. We had a really, really good finish in a while, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we're going to have a really good battle here in the Gen 4 class as well.
Side by side for next gen. Ecker barely able to squeeze out front. Still side by side down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4 this time. We will jump back to Gen 4 as well here in just a moment. Out of turn number 4. This could be a drag race.
I believe Ecker's going
there
to.
it is.
Off turn 4. Curtis Ecker going to pick up the win here in the next gen.
Andrew Teff wins in the Gen 4. Dennis Kane will take home the victory in Gen 6. And Nathan Emerson picks up yet another Truck Series victory in the Truck Series as Curtis Ecker, big win there with 3 laps to go, able to get that run. I didn't think he'd be able to get the run on Honeycutt, I'll be honest.
I didn't think so either.
I need to look at points-wise. I know Honeycutt had a pretty decent overall lead in that, but I want to see where Ecker was. Curtis Ecker was 30 points. He's definitely going to take over second because Wayne Scott not here, or Wayne Scott is here. He's at 17. So he was not really a factor in this one, unfortunately, but we're going to get interviews if I can find them. Let's see. Curtis Ecker, there he is. We're going to talk to him right now. Hey, Curtis, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what a race with 3 laps to go. Take the lead from one of the best in here. Brandon Honeycutt has been really good all season. Talk about that move. He was able to, I don't know if it was draft. I thought he arrow blocked you, but you was able to get alongside the outside and drive around him.
Yeah, that was I mean, we were close all race. Had a lot of fun battles there. It was a blast. I don't know if he thought I was going to go to his inside there. And, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to make the pass on the inside for sure. So I just couldn't believe he left the hole open on the outside.
It looks like he had about 2 lap older tires. I don't know how really big of a difference that would be in the next gen car. But we've seen you guys going through turn 1 a couple of times. You was able to hold him down. Is that something that you kind of thought about, holding him down a little bit on the bottom so he couldn't get the run out?
Yeah, I was trying because I I mean, with us racing that entire race, I noticed once tires wore in, the top lane was definitely the go-to place, or at least the middle.
Yeah, we've talked about that coming on the air, especially when it comes to like the trucks and the next gen. The top lane is really where you want to be at. Their big win tonight, moving you up into points as well. Any shout outs you want to give out?
You guys for putting this broadcast on. Everybody at Racers Elite, and it was an awesome battle with Honeycutt there.
Hey, good job tonight, man. We will move him back down. Next up, we will talk to Nathan Emerson, picking up the Truck Series win here tonight. And Nathan, you got a copy? Can I move him in? Hopefully, I'll move him in. Hey, Nathan. Oh, do I not speak? Oh. I moved myself out of the room like an idiot. Let me move him down. There he goes. There we go. Nathan, sorry about that. You got a copy. I was going to talk to myself.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Man, a Truck Series win here tonight. We watched you guys, especially early. It was a really good battle between you and really about 3 or 4 other ones in the Truck Series tonight. Talk about running Michigan. This is a place that for the trucks I absolutely love. Talk about running it.
Yeah, no, it was super fun. It's a fun race. Super competitive early on. I forget who I got involved with, but me and this other truck kind of got into it, and then I kind of fell back a few positions. So then I just decided to pit a little bit early, and then that actually ended up helping me out a ton. And then kind of after that first pit cycle, I pretty much in the lead for the rest of it. So I think that just kind of worked out in my favor. But yeah, I mean, it was just a fun race overall.
Points wise, you came in here with an 8-point lead over Hunter here tonight, and he didn't have the greatest, not really. I mean, he finished 2 spots behind you, so not horrible for him. But overall, how much are you looking at the points? Are you even looking at the points right now? I mean, we're 5 races in, so we're at the halfway point. So are you starting to look at the points now? Because right now you're the one to beat.
Yeah, I took a look at them before the race. So I mean, it's nice having that little right. Cushion. So I mean, hopefully I can maintain it throughout the the back half of the season. But I feel pretty good about where I'm at right now. So I think the next 5 tracks kind of coming up suit me a little bit better than the first 5 we went to. So I mean, that's always a good thing.
What's your thoughts heading to Pocono?
Oh, I love Pocono. That's one of my favorite tracks. So I'm hoping I can, go win there as well. But we'll see. A lot of these guys are really, really good. So just about not making any mistakes, and just kind of trying to be there at the end of it.
For sure, man. Any shout outs you want to give out tonight? That was a fun.
Yeah, no, shout out to Hunter. So, I think he finished 3rd tonight. Yeah. So shout out to him. He's right behind me in the point standing. So it's going to be fun racing against him and everybody else. So, and then shout out to Andrew for putting everything on. I appreciate it. Had a lot of fun.
Hey, good job tonight, dude.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You too. Next up, we'll talk to a league owner. I feel like we've done this interview a couple times, and I don't know why it does this, but every time when the session ends, it completely blacks out the screen. So we're going to talk to Andrew Teff. Andrew, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, first place overall. That was a fun race for you guys in the Gen 4s. It was, to be honest, really close because it looked like some guys got together up front, and you was able to drive out around and pick up the win. Talk about that race for you. It was definitely up and down.
Yeah, those things were a handful. We had to race the entire race. It was challenging just to hold on to them. It was really hard to put the power down. Might have been like, quarter throttle or something in the middle of the turns. But yeah, just kind of played it right with the short pit in there, and it was looking good, before the caution came out for me to win. And then the restart happened, and I had to interact with some of the next gen cars for a little bit, which was it's kind of tough when you're battling, but they're battling for their win too, so there's nothing you can do. But yeah, like you'd kind of get a big run down the straightaway, and sometimes get boxed behind them and couldn't go any quicker, and you'd give up some lap time. Like we were quicker. I think our only strength is really the straightaway speed, and the other cars have a lot more speed in the corners, so it's just constant battle, but a lot of fun. And yeah, it's probably the most challenging car I've had to drive in a while.
Well, hopefully it don't get too hard next week. We get to a track that's got a long straightaways to see that speed. We get a Pocono. Thoughts on taking the Gen 4 to Pocono? I absolutely love that place. I'm not going to lie. I think it's just something different. What's your thoughts heading there?
Yeah, I always enjoy going there. It's a place I've been to a bunch of times in real life, so it's always
Awesome.
always cool to hop on the sim and see the things on here that you see in real life while you're there.
Well, as overall points leader as well. Are you thinking about the points right now? Is it still a little too early? I'm not sure what they look like after tonight. You had an 8-point lead coming in, so I'd imagine you're going to extend it just by a little bit. But are you looking at points right now?
Yeah, it was actually just importing them while you were talking
Oh,
there.
there you go.
I've been having so much fun. I haven't thought much about points to be honest, but it's a blast just to be out here behind the wheel of these things.
Awesome, dude. Is there any shout outs or anything you want to give out?
Yeah, you guys for putting on the show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You're going to be
Always.
seeing a lot more shows on Racers Elite Network over the next few months, and it's probably going to be a home. It's going to feel like a home that you're here so much. So hit that subscribe button and the notify button. And then I want to thank our servicemen and women, my family, my team, everybody that tunes in to watch and shows up to race. If you want to check us out, head on over to racerselite.com. Got all the info there.
Awesome, man. Hey, good job tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, buddy. Todd, I got to figure out what's going on with my iRacing. Every time this race ends, the channel closes and the screen just goes black. I'm still in iRacing, but it's like when the race ends, the screen goes black and I can't even pull up their names or nothing. I don't know why.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's weird.
it is odd. Thoughts on the race?
I thought it was a really good race. I thought we were going to see a little more of a challenge between the Gen 4s and the next gens, but ultimately the next gens prevailed once again.
Yeah, I think you pretty much hit it right in the head. It was a good race. It was interesting to see the different lines come into play for the different types of classes. A lot of middle of the track cars, to be honest. I thought we would see more higher line, more lower line, but really we see more middle than anything. So we'll move over here, go to Pocono. That'll do it for us. Y'all have a great week. Tune in tomorrow, by the way. I don't know what they got going on, but Races Elite. Tune in tomorrow to this channel as well if you're on YouTube. So make sure y'all subscribe and all that good stuff. Y'all take care. Have a great night.